We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here you go. Ready. Yellow lady.
Brees now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard. And it brings up fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Prescott from his end zone on third.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now it's Ginn. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Ready. We're waiting. 21.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
That first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Ready. You ready?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Ready. 90. 26. 26.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Swing on the field, right. To the right. There we go. Wide 80.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, wide 8.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his pass incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott now. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
26. 26.
First down, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Ready?
On second down, Kamara. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Breeze. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there on the catch and run, 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Prescott on 3rd and goal, and that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Breeze now. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Saints on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Got it! Hey, 2.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go.
Prescott now on second down. Completes it right side to Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Just despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11.
Breeze to throw on second down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Get set. Hey, kill. Check.
A 10th carry for Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's first and 10 from the 12. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, two.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Cooper was the target there. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Breeze now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point up and through. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Easy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? You ready? Monday. Oh, 2, oh, 2. Hey, 2.
Here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
4 down. Alert. 12.
Breeze now to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Got it. What's up?
Again, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, easy.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Back. Hey, easy.
Check 31. Check 31. Kill.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
21. Left side.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throwing now is Breeze. Complete to Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Breeze going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze got to have this one. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go, 46. 26.
The give is to Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Get out. 26.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold